等于是跳过预科这一块了，是这么这一块。
对，因为他12年级呢用的是安大略省的体系，他们考多伦多大学更为方便。当然，他们也可以考麦吉尔大学，因为满足华人学生的名校情节。
大家好，我是蒙特尔小猪，今天特别开心，在这个阳光明媚的日子，我们摇到了著名的噔噔噔 The Sacred Heart School。那于老师你好，
你好，小猪，
欢迎我们的于老师。
非常荣幸能够有机会陪小猪呢一起参观这所久负盛名的圣心女子学校，
非常非常开心，无数次啊路过这个大城堡学校，也不知道里面长什么样。今天真的特别荣幸，可以
一探究竟。
一探究竟。你请。
你请。
你请。
This is where the school's located.
Yeah,
and you've got students from all over, and we're getting more and more from the South Shore as families are going that way.
The students from everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, and then we just got our pins to put all the countries. So we've got students from Zimbabwe, South Africa, China, Iran, Germany, Mexico, to name a few. So we'll be adding them to our international student population. We need another section. Yeah.
Map, the Earth map.
Well, we're just gonna put their flags,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
So this is the reception room or crush space from the auditorium. However, in June 2021, we built a 300-seat auditorium. So thanks to our wonderful donors, which is our donor wall. We're very proud of this space. So
也就是这间教室是这板上这些人捐赠的。Okay. Wow, it's huge here. Wow, it's like cinema.
So we have guest speakers or our annual play, Christmas play, talent show.
For sure, if it's all the students,
yeah.
for sure.
So
for sure,
300 seat. The total population of the school at the moment is 215 students.
Yeah.
So there's still space for faculty and staff. So yeah, it's a new addition. And so convocation, graduation, award ceremonies, everything happens here.
那于老师刚 Stephanie 给我们介绍说，我们没想到这个 drama room 这个真的像一个电影院一样这么大哈，真的是在市中心这么寸土寸金的地方，因为西山也有不少私校，英语私校，但是有这么大的一个活动式电影，这种可以用于给学生的，真是很少有，非常少有，非常少有。
就是他建的时间早一点，
对，
这个机会
很宝贵，很宝贵，给学生很大的一个创作空间。是啊，不说别的，如果有就是说音乐或者是艺术爱好者，其实这个学校是非常的一个棒的一个学校，很好的展示舞台。
从西方的角度来讲，这个文学、戏剧、音乐，这都是最被人推崇的东西，所以我很喜欢这个学校。
非常非常有文化气息，非常不管是硬件还是软件方面，都是非常非常的让我觉得非常的吃惊的。看了这么多年的外表啊，感觉是一个大城堡，没想到里边真的是一个小的很大的一个社团的感觉，一个非常值得去探索。来，你请。This is the new gym.
The new wellness center, yeah. So it's open every day at lunch and after school till 5. The girls just have to sign in here. There's always a staff member that's on duty. So it's a fitness center with a classroom for the elective courses that are to come in, like health and women in health, women in fitness. So trying to collaborate that with the science department, or they use it for meditation, yoga, things like that.
So we do have different coach, right? I mean, like coach.
Yeah. So we are a very traditional school in that we have fall sports, winter sports, and spring sports. So in the fall, we've got volleyball, soccer, cross country running, and golf. The winter is basketball, swimming.
Time for lunch or time for class?
Time for lunch.
吃饭的时间。
Yeah, so winter is soccer, basketball, and swimming. And then the spring is about tennis, badminton, flag football, and track and field.
Okay, we're gonna translate. Okay, 能记住吗？这么多？来开始啊，有高尔夫、网球，有的球类都有了一遍。
有的球类都有。
还有什么？还有我们至少有不同季节有20多种。我刚听大概下有20多种，非常的多姿多彩。请。
This is the gym where phys ed class happens, but as well, like, it's one of the largest gyms for a downtown school. So it's open.
Wow.
It's open every day at lunch for the girls to
You just square feet out here?
It's 2 full basketball courts. So, and we're just
10,000, I think.
Yeah.
10,000 square feet.
So we participate in the Greater Montreal Athletic Association, but we're also a K school that we compete in for soccer with the midgets and the juvies, and then basketball as well. So there's about 100 schools coast to coast, and they also are doing our accreditation process, which we have to do every 7 years to maintain good academic practices as well as standards for enrollment and governance and everything like that. And it also gives the girls leadership opportunities for middle and high school students so they can meet peers of schools in Vancouver, Toronto, Halifax, things like
Everywhere.
that. Everywhere, yeah. So
everywhere.
it's from coast to coast, and it's the Canadian accredited independent schools. Let's go upstairs and see what we can find. This is one of the libraries, and it's open from 8 to 5 every day. Ms. Harrison's here. Ms. Dora's here as well after school to help the girls with any homework. They can work in small groups here. Ms. Harrison's also very computer savvy, so she helps the girls with their Chromebooks. And she's both books and technology, and Ms. Dora's also very technologically inclined.
So this library is for all different levels?
All levels, yeah,
Okay,
and the
okay.
teachers can rent it out if they need to do group work and things like that.
Okay. So for the books, first of all, we're English school, so we do also have some French school,
course.
French books.
3/4 English and a quarter French.
A quarter French, okay, okay.
Yeah, if you're wondering where the books are housed, they're across the hallway. So this is more like the girls can sit and work and chit chat. The other one is what we call the quiet library. This is the quiet library where the girls have to work independently here. They can sit and there's bean bags in the back and things like that that they can.
So basically, you can come anytime beyond the school
Anytime 8 to 5, but it's independent working, whereas across the way they can work in groups and have snacks, so no food, no drinks.
No food, no drinks. Yeah.
And whereas over there they do have that.
Okay.
Good?
Thank you. So how many houses do we have here in the school? I mean, well, I see the different colors. There's many. I mean,
Yeah, so there's 8 houses.
Oh, yeah.
It's the last name of 8 women that brought the Sacred Heart values and tradition and education to North America. So there's 22 schools in the US and 2 in Canada. So for example, Digby House is the pink house with the bear as a mascot, and girls from grade 7 to grade 12 are mixed and matched into these houses. There's inter-school competition, fundraising initiatives, all the individual students' extracurriculars go to enhance the overall house points, and at the end, at graduation, they get bragging rights to say, I'm the best house. And so faculty and staff are also in there. So my house is Jerusalem, we're the yellow house with the bumblebee.
Okay.
So it's a way for the students to meet the faculty and staff in a fun way, you know? Mm-hmm. So all the students in grade 7 and to 11 have a desk here. They keep their books here because we don't go from classroom to classroom with our backpacks. They carry their books. So this is actually a very typical Sacred Heart room called the study hall. However, most of the schools in North America have done away with this space because to enhance facilities and just using the space for maybe more of an alternative way of things. We surveyed our alumni, and our alumni really didn't want to get rid of it. So we're keeping the tradition alive.
I really like this. I just want to show Mr. Juice.
Yeah.
Sure. So their alumni have donated the desks, and then the desks have each a number, so the girls know their seating plan and whatnot. But these are very traditional desks.
That's the culture of the school also, part of culture, yeah. Or there's another room, small room in the net.
So it's Ms. Kuzma's office, who's the director of student life, which gives her close proximity to the students because she does everything outside the classroom.
Oh, okay.
So she's director of student life, and she's also an alum. A lot of our female staff are alumni, so we'll see a few. Hi, Mr. McCrae. Okay, Mr. McCrae is the head of our math department.
Okay.
And I would like to show the different math streams. I think that particularly for your clientele, it might be of interest.
Right.
So we follow the regular Quebec curriculum from grade 7 to grade 11. And then in grade 10, they have the 2 options of following kind of like the social studies way, or if they're looking to apply to business or science in post-secondary, then they would do the science option. But we also have an accelerated math program that happens in grade 8, where they do grade 8 and grade 9 math, so that leads them to doing calculus when they're in grade 11, which is a year ahead of the Quebec curriculum. Okay. So for our students that are very mathematically endowed, they can actually speed up the process. I was never that student, but
So we have different choice.
so they have different choices. Yeah.
So it's basically any students that like we're identifying in secondary one, so grade 7, that have like, you know, the regular program is kind of very easy for them. It's a more challenging program, gets them ahead than the rest of their peers. So they write the ministry exam a year earlier, and then at the end they can do basically a CEGEP level calculus course in grade 11.
The Asian student used to,
Yeah.
you stereotype.
A lot
I'm
of
not sure
our-
is that true or not. I mean, so.
Yeah, I taught in China for a year, and I taught in South
wow,
Korea for a year.
amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
before I started my career in Canada, and yeah, a lot of the Asian students are very they're very ahead in math when they come here. So
Yeah.
they usually join our accelerator programs.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Mr.
Thank
McCrae.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
So we are
So
doing
this
class
is
here.
our grade 12 class, hence they're not in uniform. So our our grade 7 to 11 students are in uniform, and our grade 12 class has the luxury of not
Okay,
having
so it's
to
not
be.
necessary.
No, we're trying to
Okay.
give them some benefits of still being in a high school setting, but not in CEGEP and not having to wear a uniform and things like that. So
Yeah, so it's a little bit more casual.
Casual.
But essentially, they're all working, like, you can kind of go at your own pace for the grade 12 program. So they're all at, like, different places, and then I'm here sort of as the in-person guide that, like, helps them with assignments.
do you want to talk about your art program for 7 through 11?
Yeah, so that probably makes more sense. We're in the art room. We kind of cover everything. I like to really go through a lot of media exploration. So grades 7 and 8, you're usually learning more the basics like drawing and painting, like understanding form and shape. And then I move into more complex things as they go along. But I like to really cover everything, not just drawing, painting. We do a lot of sculpture. We're going to be doing, I usually do, sometimes I try and touch into other things, even like wood burning or embroidery, mix it up a little bit, and I go based on their strengths. So I see what they like as a class, and then I move towards that when I'm picking themes and different units.
And then you have art club.
Oh yeah, we have art club after school as well. So it could be for students who are in art class already and they want to just work on their projects and get extra time. It could be for students who don't take art and they want to learn something. And sometimes people just come and they
Just want to hang out.
a little bit.
We'll leave you to it. Thank
Thank you. Thank you
Bye,
much.
ladies.
Sorry
So this is the music room.
Come into-
Hi. So this is our grade 7 class.
Wow.
So some of them may have done music. Miss Walbrook is the head of our fine arts
Nice to meet you.
department. She also does the concert band. So we do wind, percussion, and brass. No strings, but at the talent show, often the girls that play the violin or the piano will. So grade 7 and 8, the students do art and music in their curriculum, and then it becomes a choice, art, music, or drama in grade 9. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Up here is all the French classes. So we offer 3 levels of French, from
Beginning.
basic second language to langue d'enseignement, which is the French course that the French high schools are doing here in Quebec.
Yep.
So the girls that are in that program will also do their social sciences, as well as, and then graduate with a bilingual certificate. So girls can fluctuate between the grade, like the levels, and they can go up or down depending on their ability. And then we also have French tutoring after school for our international students that need to have a little bit more basic level. This leads to the residence. So the girls actually that live here, we have space for 22 students. Miss Powell is like the Canadian mom or the residence life
Who take
coordinator.
care of all the students.
So she's got her private entrance when she's not on duty, and then she's got her entrance that leads out to the girls if they are ill in the evening or just want to talk. But when she's on duty, her door's open, the girls hang out. So it's on this floor right now. And then we have the kitchen that's here.
那这边呢，就是他们中午呢，一般都是在学校的食堂吃。那晚上呢，他们现在有16个学生了，然后他们学校里还给他们安排了私人厨子，给他们晚上做一些晚餐。那我们现在进女生的宿舍看一下。Okay.
So this is Jenny, who's from South Korea, and
the names over here, yeah.
Isabella, who's from Mexico. So it's
Yeah.
2 girls per room. They have 2 locked drawers in each of their desks. Their armoire also locks. They also have storage under their beds. And then it's shared washroom facilities. So there's a washroom there and there's a washroom further down the hall. So they have study period in the evening, Sunday to Thursday, for an hour to 2 hours, depending on their grade level. And then on Saturdays, there's always an outing off campus. So like James was just saying, they've been to Distrant, they went to Ottawa, they went to the Eastern Townships.
They travel a lot.
They went to a
Learning,
hockey.
yeah.
Last week they went to a hockey game in Laval, women's hockey. They've been to a Habs
But
game.
you're always organized by the school.
Yeah,
for sure.
and taken by the boarding staff as well.
他们的活动还是挺多的哈，去看冰球啊，还有每周都有活动非常多。对，so
Yeah, so this is a common room. The girls they play games and
Okay.
whatnot. They have a piano. They can keep other snacks in here if they want. They can do their homework in here if they want to be loungy. But there's also this space over here that they can do.
这是他们的一个活动室，相当于啊。
So these are some of the outings that they've taken pictures this year, and
What's the percentage of the international student of the whole school? Like
we're probably close to 10%.
10%. Yeah.
Before the pandemic, we were at 20.
Okay.
And that's kind of where we would like to be, but not surpassing that because we still want to maintain a Canadian English education, right? So, but we do appreciate diversity, and it brings in some new changes and new cultures, even for our local students that get
Yep,
to learn about like
diversity.
Cinco de Mayo, the Lunar Festival, and all those things. So I think it's a great way to enhance each student both ways, international and domestic. The girls, they sell snacks at recess if the girls
It
want.
fits all the girls here.
Yeah, grade 7 to 11, the grade
Okay.
12 students are allowed off campus or they have their own kitchen. The meals are 2 hot options, meat or vegetarian, and then a cold option like a poke bowl, a salad, or a sub. And the girls can bring their lunch if they wish for day students. Obviously, the boarding students, this is included in their tuition, and they have
Yeah.
the hot lunch program Monday through Friday here. And then the other meals they eat up in the residence,
Yeah.
as we just saw. Mural on the back was the French Sacred Heart here in Montreal called the Sceau. It closed down in the 60s, but our former art teacher that was here for close to 30 years, she's the one who painted the mural in memory of the Sceau.
Wow.
And the class of, I believe, 93 donated the beautiful chandeliers that you see. So these are some of the alumni that have gone on to post-secondary and various STEM-related programs. It is actually proven that girls that are educated in,
Who is the dentist from here or from the school, right? Yeah, she's a dentist.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
so she was,
Civil engineer. Oh, that's
yeah.
the fabulous student who graduated from the school.
yeah, so
Oh,
different
wow.
programs that they've gone on to do in the science programs. So girls are 6 times more likely coming from an all-girls school to pursue a math or science program, which are stereotypically male-dominated subjects in the co-ed environment. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So they are basically here every single morning, or
No, 10 times a year. So out of the academic year, there's 10 masses. We are a Catholic school, but you don't have to be Catholic in order to attend. There are ceremonies that happen here, but you don't have to participate in any of the religious components. So
Okay.
it's around religious holidays like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, and it's a way for students and faculty and staff to reflect on what's going on in the world
Yeah.
and just to be thankful that we have a good life.
所以非常开心参观了这么，感谢于老师参观了这么宏伟的学校。那这个我们现在所在的地方呢，这个地方就是这个学校
小教堂。
的小教堂。
对，那么这个学校呢，它是一个圣心会创办的学校，它是整个一个
联盟学校
大的体系，它是有它自己一套理念的，它希望培养那些能够改变世界的女孩子。它如果能够这些女孩子能够去做一些能够改变世界的事情，比如说她想维护社会公义，去救助这些需要帮助的人，那么她有可能想成为医生。那么成为医生呢，你就必须努力学习，所以学术表现的好，其实是一种副产品，是他教育的一种副产品，
对她的品格、对她的性格的培养以及多元化培养，
是他们的目的。
独立女性，
是
对，非常感谢。
而且呢，我还想说一点，今天 Stephanie 谈到那个宿舍的时候，这个学校它非常的注重安全，这些寄宿生呢不可以随意离开学校。那么放学呢，他大概有短短的一个简短的时间，可以出去稍微买一点东西。那么大部分的时间呢，比如说我想带一个女孩出去办一点事情，到银行呢这个开户，我必须得先跟学校说好来，
管得非常严，
管这点上安全性上是做得非常好的。咱们魁省的教育体系其实是到11年级结束了，
对，然后就 set up 了，
上预科。但是现在呢，因为96号法案的公布，很多家长呢对预科呢信心不足了。
对，担心法语。
担心法语，
主要担心法语
主要担心法语。
对
所以这样的话呢，他们就希望把孩子放进12年级，因为12年级暂时不受101法案和96号法案的限制。
对，
那么他们可以考非常好的大学，
直接考
加拿
大学
大考非常好的大学。
就等于是跳过预科这一块了，CGP 这一块。
对，因为他12年级呢用的是安大略省的体系。
安大略省。
安大略省的体系，所以他们要想考，因为满足华人学生的名校情节，他们考多伦多大学更为方便。当然，他们也可以考麦吉尔大学。
对，学校也是非常灵活的，在
非常
不断做调整。那下一期呢，我们会更加深入的去聊这个学校，然后去做更多的采访，甚至政策上的一些改变等等。
对，
好的，我们敬请期待，非常
好的
期待。想了解更多蒙特利尔房地产资讯，请关注朱燕地产。